Jean and I decided we'd like to have 5 children after we married in 1973. We expressed that desire to God in prayer and waited. 7 long years passed and no kids yet. We held fast to our faith in the faithful one, God. And finally in 1980, Joshua Elihu was born. This was not the greatest adventure of all time, not at all like an Indiana Jones movie, but it was a big adventure for us as we had him at home. In the beginning, all babies were born at home. In 1900, most births in the U.S. occurred at home. By 1940, 44% of babies were born at home. In 1950, I was born at home, tipping the scale at 10 pounds. Not to be outdone by his dad, Joshua weighed in at 10 pounds. There were 4 of us at the big event. Jesus, and Jean had a vision of him in a doctor's coat standing in the bedroom where we were having the baby. It was very reassuring for us. And then, of course, Jean was there. And me, I was the baby catcher. And later, our baby, Joshua, showed up. My dad was our first visitor. He showed up wearing his Sunday go-to-meeting clothes and even a necktie. It was indeed a special event. The mom and I had been studying a book on home childbirth. I read it twice. But when it came to the part where our baby came sliding out, he was a slippery rascal. And I had forgotten the part about the receiving blanket. It helps you hold on and keeps the baby warm. Next time I would not forget. In 1981, Jean was with child again. We, of course, were rejoicing. But on December 23rd, we had a miscarriage. His name was Nathaniel. We believe that life begins at conception and we will see him in heaven. In 1985, we were living in a farmhouse out in the middle of coyote country. We could hear them singing at night. God was about to bless us with another 10-pounder, a girl this time. We named her Keren Hapuch, after one of Job's daughters in chapter 42. Jean went into labor on a Wednesday. That was a church night, but we stayed home, and I was the pastor. Well, they gave me a pass on that one. My mom came out and took 5-year-old Joshua to the church meeting and then to the Persimmon Festival in Mitchell. Meanwhile, Dr. Jesus, also known as the Great Physician, and the rest of us, 2, with Karen, of course, 3, she played an active role in this process. We were preparing for a birthday celebration. The timing was perfect, thanks to God. Karen made her grand entrance, and shortly, Mom and Joshua got home. By the way, this time I remembered the receiving blanket. In 1987, another miscarriage took Dinah Danielle from us, and in 1988, we lost yet another, Joseph Nehemiah. We did get to keep 2 of them, and they're a blessing. And we have 5 children, 3 in heaven, 2 still on this planet. The psalmist David says in Psalm 139, "You formed my inward parts. You covered me in my mother's womb." Life begins at conception. Thank you for stopping by, and may God bless you.